Last time on PeakD&D, we had a nice chat with a time dragon. And time was wibbly wobbly. Things happened. We talked with the dragon. There were some things that you can change, some things you can't change. The dragon had to complete this ritual, so had to let time go forward. And then the armies of the Vortorian Empire that were at the gates started getting in. The guys got out. The players got through the portal at the last second as Cronemgranth was hit by some crazy red spear as he threw himself to take the blow instead of the portal and our potential players. They went back to the moment and Gold Point where they had to choose where to go. They went with Karina again to Ceralan, fixed the original timeline, didn't say anything. There was a weird shimmery glow. I'm out of time. And then we went to Moonbucks and Moonstone, and everything's fine, but the Shadow King might be mounting an attack in Ceralan. We're not sure. Their bloody noses.
Why?
Notwithstanding, a night of drinking occurs with Orrin and Ravi, while Julius helps oversee the safety and the safe incoming folks from outside Ceralan.
Boy Scout points.
Yeah, boy.
Get your caravan badge.
Yeah, do good.
Yep. So your mom is available to talk if you wanted. She did want to talk with you tomorrow. You guys are now. Something happened with your brains. And
you know how to fix this? More alcohol.
Drink away the problems.
Yep.
So what would you like to do? There does not seem to be there's no dungeons or anything that currently need delving or armies at the gates as of yet. So you have a little bit of downtime. So you can explore Moonstone, you can talk amongst yourselves, you can try
Do I need anything?
Yeah,
Figure
like
out
what
what's
time
going
of day?
on.
Like, are they still like bloody messes? Like, where is everybody right now, and what time is
I'm gonna
it?
say, yeah, it's getting on towards, the sun has gone down, but
Okay.
there's still people coming in to the keep into the gates of Moonstone. It's probably gonna like slow down at some point so you can get some rest. You've been helping for, I would say, the majority of the afternoon.
Yeah, then
Uh,
I feel good
in the
about
evening.
the work that I've done.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm not going to be able to save all of these people.
yeah, and
like,
you know that you guys have rooms at the Moon Dragon. So.
Yeah. So like when it seems like there's a lull, I'll just be like, grab someone and be like, hey, I'm gonna go eat some food and go to bed.
It's been, for sort of like a mass migration of people to the city areas. It's been relatively chill. Like it's not like there's no unrest. There's not. So kind of strangely calm as the evening settles upon Moonstone and you in Ceralan, and you guys are other than like that brief spell of like whatever time dilation you might be experiencing or whatever was going on, you feel fine. Everything's been
After we clean ourselves up with
like you guys
bar rag.
it's not like persistent. It just was like a wave of something that hit you and kind of passed. So what are you doing? Where are you going?
I mean, I think we're just hanging out. I don't know what you want to do, but I think we're just hanging out at the bar until Julius gets
I'm gonna
back.
go get some dinner at the bar at the
Okay.
Moon Dragon.
Yeah, and we'll eat some dinner.
At the
And
Moon Dragon. It's a hearty stew on.
Great.
They're ready to go. Some bread.
hey, Julius, you should try the Pirate's Punch.
Pirate's Punch, huh?
And the moon pies are really good.
The moon pies. Okay.
Yeah.
Does Pirate's Punch make your ears bleed?
Yeah, I drank mine too quick.
Oh.
Am I still
and it
bleeding?
just kind of like went
Uh,
crazy.
No, there's just like a little
So-
dried blood inside, like
Yeah.
here.
I'll clean that up later.
Yeah, you guys okay? Do you need healing? Are you
But
feeling?
no, I don't think
All
we
right.
need healing.
The pirate punch.
Packs a punch.
Yeah.
It does.
Ew.
It does, and I couldn't handle it. Remember that time with the capture the flag? Like I was like that, except it paralyzed me
Yo,
because I drank it too fast.
man.
But it's really good. He did not drink it too fast.
All right, Pirate's Punch in a stew, please.
Fantastic, dear. Here you go.
3 moon pies.
And 3 moon pies coming up.
Yeah.
Because here you go. He brings you out like 3 little Debbie looking mushroom or marshmallow cream filled chocolate dipped graham cracker things. Here's your moon pies, and here's your
I've never seen these before.
squeeze the lizard.
Don't drink it that fast.
And then eat the lizard tail after.
If you don't feel good.
That's what they do here. Get
Oh,
it to
you
savor
guys
it.
are no fun. And she walks away.
All right, so I'll.
All right. Might save to drink.
Yeah, didn't you? Julius can handle his liquor. At least he has so far. 18.
Yeah, you down it. Nope. It's a nice
Ooh,
tingly
tingly.
sensation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my tingly turned to full body paralysis.
Oh,
It did. It did.
It did.
It was hilarious.
Everyone saw.
yeah.
Didn't you? It was pretty funny.
Get away from the kid.
I see we're making friends.
I mean, I
Good.
certainly tried, but he doesn't want to. All right. He
Good.
doesn't want to be friends with the champions of Krakenfest.
Well, his loss. Am I right?
Am I right?
But-
Cheers. I have a blue moon now.
I'm still nursing my pirate punch. They're expensive though.
They're
Well,
not that.
we got-
It's
we got-
fine, dude.
We
We're-
just got paid.
75 gold or silver each for each one of
Yeah,
these.
I have like 175 Anaran gold. I say very loud for a rogue to overhear me.
Awesome. Like,
I made like a silver a day working at the apothecary. A silver a day, I think. I've never.
you were in the wrong business, man.
It's in
Yeah,
the
man.
only business.
Pirate punch business is better business.
Oh, I know that.
And
Now
I'm
we're
telling
really
my
traveling.
dad about moonbucks the second I get home.
Oh no, that's how it happened.
What? How to say it? How to order?
No, we're gonna
No, he's
we're
gonna franchise. Yeah,
Oh.
obviously you know.
business
You know who they
terminology.
Yeah.
Black card.
You could bring him to pair. You could have one at
This is a
Larian.
fantastic idea, Julius. You were hearing for the first time.
Yeah,
Like these would do great at the Rotorian Empire.
yeah. It's like, oh man, I had Moonbucks. That hot chocolate was delicious.
It was really good.
Yeah,
Like it needs to be spread with the world.
yeah, I would go.
So
The word of Vortor and Moonbucks.
Yeah,
You have to change
Spread
some of
across
the
the world.
language though, so that
Oh,
the
could
people
we-
can understand how to order drinks.
we could put little messages on the inside of the cups that people take. The like inspirational Vortor
I like
quotes.
that.
Yeah,
That's cool. That would be a good idea.
yeah.
So when they finish their drink,
Yeah, it's
when
like
they
Vortor
finish-
loves
and it's
you.
like-
or,
yeah,
you know,
something-
whatever.
That's nice. I
Yeah.
like that.
Flaming Chucks.
Flaming Chucks.
Hey
This
now,
is good.
hey now. What do we? There's no reason to swear. There's children around.
We had a bar. Oh, are you looking at me? Yeah, you're right.
it's like a hotel bar.
It is. It is literally a
Guys,
hotel
Ceralan are
bar.
Like, I don't know why I said that. I heuld you guys say it earlier. I just wanted to be part of it. I don't know. Sorry.
Is that the same guy?
Yeah,
Man.
You want to be part of the conversation or not, dude?
absolutely not. I'm
Okay.
here drinking my sorrows away.
By
Well,
yourself?
Have
You
a
should-
pirate punch, man.
Yeah,
it's good.
No,
Do you want a moon pie?
I don't deserve anything fun.
Oh man.
This episode's about him now.
Yeah. Great.
Dude, here,
Material?
let me see it. Give me the fork. Do you need?
No, just leave me alone. I'm not part of whatever this is.
Well, we're all,
All right, man.
Vortor's children. If you change your mind, let us know.
She left me, man. He gets
Oh
up
my
and storms off. That's it. That's all that happens.
I wanted to. I refrained from pulling on that thread. I was refraining.
That's all I got. That's all I got for you.
So what are we supposed to do with your mom? Are we like defending this city tomorrow? Like what's happening?
You
I have
don't know
no
what's
idea.
happening? All right.
No, I mean I was out there like helping get refugees settled, and I haven't seen her since I went out. But she said she wanted to talk. I assume that's part of it. I don't know. We'll be fine.
Yeah, what's the like Who runs Moonstone? Like a king and stuff again?
Laurenthian, or whatever your name is. Lunarenthian.
Lunaria?
Lunaria.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Who runs?
More punches?
No.
All right. Well, that's fine. Suit yourself.
Thank you, though. Maybe another moon pie.
Yeah,
in
I'll have a
couple
blue
minutes.
moon also.
A blue moon for you. All right. And a moon. Another round of moon pies.
No, I'm good. I'm still working
This
on
is
my
our
stew.
first
Thank you.
time here. We were just wondering if, who runs, who runs Moonstone? Is there like an emperor? Is it
No. Oh, like who's in charge?
Who's in
Well,
charge?
it's sort of like an appointed group. We vote on it. Everyone gets a vote. It's a democracy. What they tell me. But it has to be. You have to be in the circle of druids to be eligible.
Sure.
I suppose.
Is that representative?
But yes, I mean, well, maybe not fully, I suppose, but they.
So basically, it's a group of druids
yeah,
that run. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
they're elected. It's all like
But if you're not a druid, you have no chance in rising in the political system here at Moonstone.
I suppose so. Never really thought about it like that, but okay. I mean,
So what you're saying is that we can't usurp this place.
so what you're saying is, I mean, it's just the way it's kind of always been. We haven't had any big problems, other than I guess the latest ruckus. But
I think if you just want to be in politics, you just have to be a druid.
Yeah, you just got to try to
Right.
be a druid.
sure.
Oh,
I think
can you just
everyone's
become a
I think
druid?
it's kind of like a Nara.
I mean, we have a
everyone's
general
Nara.
assembly.
Everyone
Like
a
anyone
druid?
can get
I
in
think
there.
everyone's a
So
druid.
okay, the way it works. Let's get into the details here. We have a
Oh, no.
bicameral house.
Oh no.
We have
Nope.
one legislation, and that's a general assembly. And then the Druid Council oversees that. They have veto power over the General Assembly.
At this
the
point,
General Assembly,
my eyes just glaze over, and I just start
How do you
eating
spell
my
bicameral?
bicameral.
And what does it mean? What is it?
I don't know. Why did you want to know
houses.
this?
I don't know. I just want to know who's protecting. Like, do we?
Oh,
where's the
who's
city
in charge?
guard? And
Who's in
like,
charge of
Yeah.
of like what's going on out here and everyone coming in here to defend?
Sure. Yeah. Well, there's like a commander of the Druid Council who's in charge of the
Okay.
forces. The city guard is under a different member of the Council of Druids. And then the army, I guess, the Ceralan army they're controlled by one of the generals that is on the Druid Council as well, I guess.
Okay.
They sort of take all the stuff and then we make the laws. The General Assembly makes the laws and then they carry them out.
So druids run Ceralan.
So
Okay.
what's
Yeah,
yeah?
Druids run Ceralan.
We've just
Great.
traveled around and everywhere's different, so we just wanted to know.
I suppose, yeah,
Yeah, we were in Inara, and
They have an oracle.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were not? Yes, no, it's a lovely place from what I've heard. You don't get out.
I think it's better off now than when we were there.
it's pretty.
But-
I'm kind of excited to see some of this countryside too. It seems lovely here.
Oh, it is beautiful. The coast,
Absolutely.
beautiful, and we have some lovely mountains, and it's just skiing big up here, pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never
Skink.
tried.
Skiing, yes.
Skink.
So you take a giant skink and you grease him up real good. You tie yourself to the back of it, and then you run down an icy patch with it. Sort of ride it down.
That sounds fun.
Called skink.
Why would you do that?
Because it
I don't
sounds
know.
fun.
It's kind of challenging. Kind of
Some adrenaline rush.
Yeah. You know.
Skink.
Yeah.
Skink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the mountains and skink today.
Ice though? That's not what I've heard of.
Well, they're ice skinks.
But I thought it was like all tropical. Is it not
Well,
islands?
it is, but
Well, the
like their
mountains.
mountains are cold and
Oh.
they're
The
high
Silver
altitude.
Peak Mountains are.
Were the Silver Peak Mountains when we
were there.
Cover your
There
ears,
was
Julius.
snow. Yeah, there was snow there.
Cover my ears. You're talking about mountains. What?
No, I just mean the Silver Peak Mountains when we were there before.
Julius.
Are you sure?
Was it cold there?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with your ear? I mean, have you
No,
been scratching it?
they were
looks
fine.
bloody.
We're fine.
Okay, man.
No, it's his ears.
I just worried about you.
Yeah.
I know. I drank. It's fine.
Okay.
I drank it too quick.
He literally fell over 3 times after he drank that drink and fell onto the
Okay.
floor 3 times.
Nuts.
Yeah, I'm surprised your friend Garcia didn't tell you anything about that.
About what?
The Council of Druids. He's on the Council of Druids.
We haven't talked to him.
Oh, we just met him.
Oh,
Like,
well, that makes sense.
we exchanged like, hey,
pleasantries. Sure,
Garcia,
sure,
and that's
yeah,
about
no,
it.
that
So
makes
we had
sense.
no idea
Yeah.
who we were being acquainted with.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a good dude to know, though.
No, Garcia is very, very good to know.
So
We're very grateful to know him.
And you guys parted on good terms, it sounds like, if you have nothing but good things to say about your
Yeah,
ex.
you know, it's an old flame, really, but I think it was mutual, and it was just we were different points in our lives, so it was just kind of one of those things. You know, I don't like to, you know, kiss and tell, right, per se, but it was entirely physical, if I'm being honest.
Sure.
I mean, who wouldn't want a piece of this? You know what I'm saying?
No judgment here. I'm just glad that guy left.
Yeah, he.
I
Was
feel like this
right at-
conversation would be tough for him,
Yeah, no,
given where he's at.
he's having a rough go of it.
That's
we
what
don't
I
talk
mean.
to Jerry that much.
Jerry.
That's Jerry. That was Jerry.
Oh, I've said too much. Should not have said that.
You're like Hagrid. I should not have said that.
Not have said that.
Should
Not have said
shouldn't
that.
have said that.
Should not have said that. Yeah, no, that's pretty much all that happens around here. I mean, other than that, it's pretty. Again, not the last few days have been that very exciting in here in Moonstone, but
Yeah. Anything must sees in the city of Moonstone?
oh, sure. There's the lunar bridge that bridges sort of both sides of the city come together at one magic enchanted bridge that sort of lights up with
Sounds very romantic.
it's
probably a good
sort of
time to go
lover's
over there,
lane,
too.
as they say.
In
You know,
the
a lot
moon,
of,
yeah.
a lot of young couples get together out there.
Oh yeah,
You know, in the moonlight and all that thing.
sure.
The
Night out on the lunar bridge.
Ooh, in the midnight moonlight.
yes, you know, we have a lot of moon touched folk will have a lot of celebrations out there. It's got a lovely view of the moon. You can also go to the top of the tall tower there at the top. That's the observatory. You can take a look at the moons, and one of our scientists and learned folk up there
Ooh.
studying the paths of Ser and Rala and that kind of thing.
That would be interesting.
Yeah,
I would
it's
like
very nice
to
yeah.
go do that. You say there's lots of moon touched folk? Like, are we talking like brothers and sisters of the moon and Wolfman's
Well, there's everybody. Yeah,
brothers and sisters?
We call them Wook Walkers oftentimes.
Oh, okay.
Those tend to be, the traveling sort of folk.
Oh,
There's some people who
okay.
are, just we call them walkers, or
Okay.
just generally, not to be derogatory. It's not really a pejorative sense, really, of Wook Walker, but it's more of an honorific, I suppose, if you're a member of the traveling caravan tribes and that kind of thing.
Good to know. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's of course a guild of moon-touched folk that always are looking to expand their. It's sort of like a guild almost. They like some of them folks fancy themselves to be adventurers, so they take on jobs and things like that for the walker guilds and that'll only go so much places, like a weird goat might be able to get to, kind of thing.
Oh, never seen one of those.
I haven't either, really. I've heard tale. They'll eat just about anything, from what you can gather. But
What about
incredible jumpers and climbers, though.
history. Like, is there any
Ah.
like the original Vortorum? Are there any like?
Oh, the 5. Yeah. It's just the Vortorum.
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
If there's any like, I don't know, landmarks in town or anyone in town who's super into that sort of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of folk in the Bards Guild who keep up with that kind of lore and that
cool.
kind of stuff. You could go to the Hall of Bards. There's I think there's actually, they call it Vortorum Hall is where the bards are located there.
Hey, maybe one of those bards know your song.
I don't have anyone booked tonight, but normally there's one of them running around here. Are you a singer? You want to get up?
No.
He is. He's great. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's
It's a
wonderful.
karaoke night.
He's
No.
wonderful.
Drinks on the
He's-
house if you
He's
play.
great in front of crowds. Not shy at all.
Oh, all right. Great. Yeah, you're on in 5.
No. Do you know? No.
Nope.
No. I mean,
all
do you
right.
know like this? It's like Rowana, Ceralan.
Ooh, I wanna take ya to
Moonstone.
Moonstone and Hidalgo.
Because it's
Okay.
about the area, but we're from Vortor, the Vortorian Empire.
Yeah, I think it's a bit, reductive. If I'm being honest with you, I heard it's one of those out of town songs. It's just not something that like us, the natives will really appreciate. I don't think it might not be your demo, but you go to like one of the resort towns, they'll really dig that. If they're in from the mainland, then they'll like that.
I've always wanted to go to Jastian. I've just heard such.
Oh yeah, Jastian's a hoot.
The
That's
drinks and the beaches and just everyone's like rich
And
and
spring breaks. A lot of my colleagues went there for spring break
yeah.
and have
Yeah, you got a lot of casinos out that way. Some gambling, a lot of pirates, a lot of swashbuckling in general, a lot of buckling of swashes
Sure.
going on.
Swashes need buckles.
They do need buckles. There's just a lot of
How do they stay on
adventures to be had out there. I haven't seen not too many Jastian folks out this way, but if you do, there's always there's our sister hotel chain out there, the Bone Palace. You can check that out if you want to as well.
I checked out. Did she just say Bone Palace?
She did.
I think that's
Bone
yeah.
Palace?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Moon Dragon and the Bone Palace have a long. We're the sister hotels.
Huh.
We're on the Hilton's Honor Program. So
Curious namesake.
you can use your vacation week. Your
sure, the
points
points.
here
Sure,
they're
sure.
interchangeable. So
They're
They have-
hotel reward points.
yeah,
Okay, points.
pretty much.
Okay.
Oh, good points.
Well, it's 5 minutes. I guess you're on there,
yeah,
buddy.
man, your set's about to start.
No,
Great, yeah.
no.
I'll pay you half. Okay, fine, half up front. She hands you 5 gold.
Orrin. Orrin.
I don't know any. I'm just gonna sing the first Vortorian
We got a house
Sunday
set of
school
drums
song.
up there. What do you want?
The first Vortorian song that I know from Vortor's Day School. I believe the children are our future.
Woo! Sing it, buddy.
Yeah! Louder! We can't hear you.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
My kids hate me.
Show them
Tough crowd, tough
all
crowd.
the beauty they possess inside.
I love it.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah!
All right, it goes on like this for several minutes. I'm going to need you to make me just a straight up charisma.
Is our hooting and hollering give him any help die?
You can add a help die to that roll.
Thank God.
Gotta beat it. Whoa!
We helped a lot.
Yeah, you helped a lot. That was a 7
helped-
turned into a 15. And what was it?
Charisma,
Just charisma check.
straight up charisma. I guess it would be influence technically. if that's any
16
better.
total.
If its influence is any better for you.
It was an 8 turned into a 16 with the help.
Nice. Surprisingly touching song coming out of Orrinson
Yeah.
as he sort of recounts his early Vortorian upbringing, and a tear appears in Lunaria's eye, a little glistening tear. She said, That was right beautiful. This one, he knows. You cut me to the quick, sir. That's great. You know what?
Tugs on those heartstrings.
Just
Here,
he does.
here's the
just-
rest. Right? You know what? I feel like I should pay you more.
You can get 10 gold just for singing a song at the bar.
This is your
I
big
told
break,
you
man.
you were the
I'm-
wrong
I'm
business.
assuming you did like a whole set. Like you did.
Okay.
You did at least like, let's say like 40 minutes. You did, like-
40 minutes.
Yeah.
we got to eat up this episode time anyway. So, so what I'm gonna need is 8 more songs.
Well, at home,
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
drawing
Do
pictures.
you have a list of some of the songs that you wanted to sing?
Of mountaintops with Vortor on top, with a lemon yellow sun from the palm trees and a beach. Dead men
Yeah, dead
and
man.
pools of maroon.
In pools of
below.
blood. Wait, what song is that? This is what? This took a dark turn. Dark turn.
You're losing them. That's fantastic.
Daddy,
Extra
didn't
points.
give attention.
Oh,
I love everything about this. I love everything about this episode. This is my favorite episode right now. Fantastic. You start getting applause, like not just from your friends. People are like digging it, and it's kind of like a mellow session. It's a little somber, but you know
Yeah,
what?
it's like
That's kind of the
lounge
vibe
music.
everyone's into right now, and yeah, it goes pretty well for you. So everyone's like, "Wow, that your friend is a great and talented bard. Anytime you want to come back, you can."
Bard?
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
you're-
isn't he? And I like
You
put
had
my
this-
arm around
No,
him.
these
Yeah.
are just
You have the voice.
Vortorian
Yes,
church
Orrin's-
songs.
Orrin's the best.
you have the voice of an angel.
No.
Is all and I know some angel.
I know
relatives.
Angel Born.
I know celestial born. So
I think maybe we need to check out this bard school and see how good it actually is.
You're gonna be like, I think you need to get your hearing checked. That's what I thought you were gonna say.
she's like, what? No, sorry, I'm deaf as a doornail. I can't understand the word he's saying. I read lips. I just like the lyrics.
Those are just church songs.
Yeah, but they haven't heard him.
Yeah, they're.
Think where
new
we
to-
are.
Yeah, they're new to.
Huh.
And I
They
just
don't
want
know
to thank you
Vortorian.
for preaching the gospel to these fine folks.
the only songs I know.
You did great.
We got 10 gold for this.
You got 10 gold. We didn't do anything.
Except for drink and cheer you on.
She actually gave you 12 gold because that's how good you were.
12 gold.
Just like
Yeah.
that.
She gave you a little bonus.
This is more than I've ever made at the apothecary, ever. I worked there for 22 years.
Well, here's to moving on up in the world.
Fame and fortune is getting to Orrin.
Oh, we're really traveling now. I'm just gonna take my pirate punch
God.
and just drink it.
Yeah. You've gotten through the worst of the lizard poison. So, yeah.
Well, he also learned about the lizard poison through me.
Blue goo floater
Blue goo.
on this fancy cocktail.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit of blue curacao on the top.
Sure it is.
But
Sure it is.
it's great. It's really, really good. All right. So you guys are retiring to
This is great. Do you guys realize we haven't had a night like this
Ever.
ever? Since- Congratulations, guys.
Since even then though, since my dad's like
Oh, your party.
my part, that's the only thing that comes
Oh.
remotely close.
Yeah, and I got hammered with Dragar. Hope he's okay.
I think he'll be all right. I mean, they're just going back to the Vortorian Empire, so no more storm wall, so they should be fine.
Yeah. We did good, guys.
We did very
good.
We
We should
good.
sleep well.
We didn't kidnap you, you know.
But, well, I mean,
We were saving you on that ship with the Swaggins.
Ixnay on the line time, sir.
what's that red out of you?
Yeah, just starts going.
Is this weird? I mean,
We were trying to help. I just want you to know that.
Oh, yeah, I know you've got a good heart. Yeah, but appreciate from my perspective. Like, I just woke up on a beach with 2 strangers.
Sure.
That's all.
To his point, I just thought you needed help through all that, and you're the closest.
Yeah, I don't
near
remember.
us,
You woke
so-
up screaming in your brain on a beach.
I did.
In our brains.
I did. Screaming, yeah, sorry about that too.
Point of order.
I was just learning
It's
how to, this is all very new.
yes.
Well, you're getting good at it, though.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens here. Maybe go find a temple of Ceralan, or like we should go talk to the bards. Oh, and I'm really fascinated because the etching from the tomb, right? Right? Remember the tomb? We took the charcoal etching and there was Inara, and it was like you have to find the 4 thing. There was like 4 things we had to
Was
find.
that when we asked her the questions?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
was that too?
Yeah,
Sorry.
totally. No,
the
you're
blue
cool.
moons are hitting me again.
Yeah, no, you're all right. But seek the moonlit grove where the shadows dance. I don't know. Maybe that's
could be
moonlit
somewhere
grove.
around here.
We're in Ceralan. I mean, I know the moons shine everywhere, but
It's true. Very true.
druids have groves, I think.
It's true, and the druids kind of run this place.
So
Maybe this is the moonlit grove, as in lit by the moon, lit by druids, lit by the moon.
maybe. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't know, but
lit by the moon druids.
What are we seeking? We're just
Shadows.
seeking it.
Shadows dancing in the moonlit grove.
yeah, no, there was like
What was the other
4
parts?
So they basically it was like, hey, you need to go find these things and figure this stuff out. And so like,
I'm trying to bring it up.
yeah, I have decipher the riddle of the celestial keys. Doesn't
Woof.
mean anything to me. I have unraveled the enigma of the forgotten runes etched in starlight. And this is the one that confuses me the most because it just doesn't make any sense to me. Whispers hidden in the winds of time? I don't know. That just sounds like nonsense.
Whispers hidden in the winds of time.
Time doesn't have winds? How do you hide something in time? That just sounds strange.
How do you hide something in time?
Are you sure your ear is okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Huh. Certainly
Where'd
something
it go?
to sleep on.
Yeah.
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 Robbie forgot about the ear thing.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, pretty much.
Or it's like, ow! You're just like,
Ow!
oh!
I shouldn't have talked to you about it while you were paralyzed.
I was kind of dealing with something else at the moment. My whole body wouldn't move.
I know it is on. I know I transcribed it on the World Anvil.
Yeah, I got
Page
it. It's in with all
4.
my letters and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean I don't think we need it at this immediate.
No, you're just
moment.
bringing it up. That,
Yeah.
That's a thing. Okay.
The DM doesn't have it. Just make up a couple more.
No, I'm good, man. I'm not trying to make this more work.
Seek the red drink where
Go
the
to the
pirate.
place with
The
thing
Bone
and
Palace. Ask for Tanya.
I'm glad we're staying at
She
the Moon
pours
Dragon,
them
not the
stiff.
Bone Palace, to be honest.
Yeah, the place doesn't sound. I don't know. Maybe it's like a horror hotel.
An ossuary?
Bone Palace.
Perhaps. Doesn't sound very comfortable.
I don't want to sleep
No. Doesn't sound comforting at all.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning, and maybe we'll figure out what we're doing here.
What, do you have your own room?
I think it's a suite.
Do it. Oh yeah, I guess I
don't know.
haven't been here. I don't know.
Or we all have our own rooms. She solidified
There it
rooms.
is. Yep. Okay, I got it. Finally.
Great, we're done talking about it.
Yep. Great.
Cool.
Good job, thanks.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the campaign. All right. Great. What else you do?
Do we? We're going to bed.
Okay, great.
Do we each have our own rooms? Are we sleeping in a suite? How's this all?
You have a suite with your own bedroom off
Okay.
of the main parlor sort of room.
Word.
Is Lunaria?
Lunaria.
Lunaria?
Are you gonna hit on her?
Is there a kitchen here for cooking, or do we eat food with you tomorrow, or do we?
Yeah, your meals are provided. Yeah, no, you can come down here to the.
We come down here. Do you bring them up to us?
Though there's we can bring your. If you would like to eat in your room, there's a small table and stuff in your room. So
If we want to cook,
Bring it.
for chance.
oh God, no, please.
Okay.
Can you
I learned my
imagine the
lesson.
insurance alone? On that would be just.
I'm sorry I burnt down that room in the palace. Okay, I burnt the bacon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Orin's just all confused.
What time would you like your breakfast? Is it first light? That's normally when we bring everyone's meal. Unless you
I think
want something.
we'll go down. I'll go down.
I'm happy to eat
All right,
downstairs.
great. No, that's fine. We'll see you then.
Because you'll probably want to meet up with your mom.
Have a good
Shrimp
night.
and
Yeah, I don't know
grits.
what she's up to or what she's
Was
got
she gonna
going on.
meet us tonight?
No, I think it was tomorrow.
Yeah, she's probably gonna come talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I assume.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, that night when I go to bed, I'm gonna have like a heart full of gratitude, and I'm going to thank Ceralan, but then also try like curious about dreams in her country and what it's like sleeping here for the first time.
Okay. Great. Anybody else doing anything?
I'm just
Special.
gonna like in my bed like stare at the little sliver of the shard now that's like in the necklace,
Mhm.
and there is some amber around it, kind of.
Yeah, the
still.
amber was
The whole
like
amber's
restored. and,
restored.
it looks, I mean, almost identical. Like the craftsmanship is a little bit like, just a little bit more embellished and a little more round and curvy and kind of elven-y looking. Like, but it still has, the hallmarks that you put on it by making it, grasping it in the bronze or whatever its like clasps are made of. But the amber itself almost looks completely untouched, like you polished it up.
I think it just has like a purple
From day
hue
one, yeah.
like inside of it now.
I'm
It's
just
like
gonna
almost, instead of
stare
a
at
purple
it.
jewel inside, it's like just a little almost like a
Like
hairline
yeah.
purple fracture, like
Sure,
crack
sure.
on the inside.
I'm just gonna
Fast
stare at that until I
until you fall asleep.
pass out.
All right,
I'm just passing out.
great.
Did you make it to the bed?
I'm pretty sure I made it.
I think you
made
made it.
Shoes off.
Mm. Yes.
Okay, nice.
Shoes are off. They're like one's over there, one's over there,
Sure.
but they're off. He made it to the bed. Yeah. So that was. So you guys are asleep. Julius, you have a.
I'm gonna go on a rampage tonight. Just kill everyone.
Yeah, Julius wakes up and kills everyone.
Covered in blood. Not again.
You go back down. The dragonborn bartender is covered in blood.
No, Ben.
You have a strange sort of dream where you are yourself and you're sitting under like a tree in a big open kind of moonlit field.
Okay.
A lot of fauna around, flora, I should say, flora. And plants, and they're all kind of moving around, and you're in the moonlight, and both moons are out, and not in the phases that they would normally be, like given this time of
Got you.
the year.
Yeah. Weird
I
dream
suppose.
moon
So
phases.
it's like dream
Sure.
moon phases. They're sort of like one's full, one's half full, but like currently right now they would both be at like quarter
Okay.
waxing. And anyway, so you are sitting there for a minute, and again with dream logic, you're drifting in and out. Suddenly your hands that normally are that slight bluish hue suddenly turn back to like a normal skin color, but a little more like olive color skin than you have.
Okay.
Perplexed, and suddenly you have you notice there's something in your eye, and you bat it away, and it's like a big feather, and you realize that you're wearing a kind of a rakish like hat with a big feather plume in it. And you are writing in a notebook that is familiar to you, but not. This book is brand new. This book is quite pristine, and the pages are not filled out as you know that they are. normally.
Interesting.
This is
Okay.
like the first
Yeah.
entry.
Whoever's
in-
writing
Yeah,
the
and
helping
you
friendly
see
book.
them.
Fascinating.
Yeah, you see them right on it's the very first page, and it says the helping friendly book.
Huh.
And signing your name with a flourish, you see the signature, you see the first letter of it strike up that is, and you can almost make out, it looks like a D is, no, it's S, I can't, and that's about when you wake up. But you
fascinating.
sort of, for a moment, see yourself in the eyes of, you think the person who maybe wrote that book.
Fascinating.
Or at least started writing that book.
Yeah.
And you get the impression that this person was very much influenced by the moon, as you are. And that's about all you can gather at this moment in time.
Cool.
From your reverie. The next day dawns in Moonstone.
Off to Moonbucks.
Moonbucks, get your coffee in. There's a long line.
Mother.
They just have taken to
But
like
franchise, man.
shouting people's names, but they're like mispronouncing everyone's names, and they started writing them down on the the horn mugs that they pass out, like etching them in. They spelled every single one wrong. Like Ravi has 2 V's and 3 E's at the end of it, and they start calling for Nornin instead of Orrin, and you're like,
That's not me.
It's not. I don't know.
I don't know, man. They
then
got
this
mine
little
wrong,
gnome
so
man
let's go
walks
check.
up there, I'm Nornin.
Oh,
This is
that's
my
yours.
chai latte.
Is Jerry there?
No, Jerry's not there. Jerry's sleeping it off. He'll have to come to the afternoon rush, the lunch rush. And you guys are when you get back from Moonbucks, which is right next door. There's
Such
some
good
nice shrimp and grits on the table with
nice.
a nice slab of bacon on the side, and it's a very hearty breakfast that has been prepared for you. And your mother Karina is sitting at a table with 3 extra places set.
Mother Karina.
Mother
Yeah.
Karina.
Okay.
Yeah, and she says, "Good morning, Julius. Good morning, Orrin, Ravi.
Hi, Mom.
Morning.
Welcome. Have some breakfast with me. I just wanted to check in and see how you all are doing. And I didn't know if this might be a good time for me to sit and chat. And I think this might concern your friends
Probably.
too, Julius. So I thought maybe we could all just sit and
Sure.
talk, and maybe we can answer some of those. I can answer any questions you might have, which sounds like
I
there's still
dart a
few.
look at Orrin
Can
when
I-
she says that.
Can I
I'm
have?
staring at her. I'm staring at her that she's alive.
Can I have the fork?
Do I have the fork?
Oh, are you guys doing talking fork?
I was gonna give it to you.
Oh yeah, I have it.
You have it?
Oh,
Okay. I don't remember if I gave it to you or not.
Thank you.
We've been eating with it, but I don't think we should be.
Oh, well, it's the concept of the fork really is what's important. It's not, doesn't matter that you have a specific fork to serve as the talking fork, as long as you can all agree on which one is the fork with which to do the talking.
We met a
Right?
talking spoon in Inara.
Oh, in Inara,
It was pretty cool.
they're still doing that.
Yeah.
I've heard that they have
It echoes everything.
enchanted magical spoon or something. We don't. I didn't feel like that was entirely.
That was a little too much.
necessary.
Yeah,
annoying.
especially if you're having like, a real conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe don't want to broadcast it to everybody.
Yeah. But it was cool, nonetheless.
Yeah.
No,
I don't have the
sounds
fork. Continue.
Great. Well, I can see that I have a little bit of explaining to do to Julius, but also maybe to put the two of your minds at ease. Why have you shown up on the southwest corner of the world? And after being in the land of the elves, this might seem a bit mundane. But there are some things going on that I think that you are all uniquely suited for, having, just from what I understand, prevented all-out war amongst the elves and kept the Oracle alive and safe. And I mean, the chosen champion of the goddess Inara is
Quite the sacrifice.
A very noble pursuit of yours, Mr. Orrinson, and I think that the three of you serve very special purposes. And I can say that you know maybe a little bit about my order, the Order of the Divided Sky. I think I should explain a little bit more about what we are, what we do. Long ago, about 1,200 years ago, there was 800 years ago, right? Gotta get my own timeline straight. There was there was a meeting. There was the meeting of Malka. Maybe you've. It's a very important event that set the path of the Vortorian Empire on its current course. It was where they decided on the teachings of the church, and it established the Vortorian Empire after the Accords that had kept everyone, the Zarian Accords that kept everyone. This just codified it into what we now know as the Vortorian Empire, right? But what they don't tell you, there were those who dissented, who did not condone the teachings of the church in their entirety. That the information, the scrolls, the ancient teachings, the old ways should be kept alive. And those people were called the dissenters of Malkay, and later the Order of the Divided Sky. It was the last order of the Elven Oracle, who was, I believe present, or was somehow able to get in contact with those at Malkay, who
Audrey Windwalker?
This would have been after Audrey Windwalker.
Okay.
Yeah. So this would be like the second oracle,
Okay.
likely.
The first descendant.
Yeah.
Oh.
And not many people know that the elves were present at the meeting of Malkay, but there is some evidence to support the fact that they were at least heard, whether that was in person or by magical means or something as mundane as a letter or a scroll. There's no real consensus on what that was. But when the elves left the meeting of Malkay and decided to maintain their silence across the sea behind the storm wall, to continue and to not join the Vortorian Empire. And the dissenters of Malkay were called the Order of the Divided Sky. Their job was to watch and keep the old ways and the things that the Church of Vortor was so quick and eager to forget, to get rid of. So we became the keepers of lore and the keepers of old magic and the old knowledge. And we were told to stay vigilant. And we have done so for the past 800 years, for the entirety of the Vortorian age, to watch and make sure that the teachings of the church stayed true to what they guaranteed they would. And the best way we found to do that was to become a sect of the church, to join in the efforts of the Vortorian church, which is why we have spread ourselves far and wide throughout the Vortorian Empire to watch and wait and look at the way the church does things, the way that, and to guard the old ways and the knowledge that we possess, the knowledge of the truth of the 5 pillars, and to safeguard its magic and their ways. That has been our charge for 800 years. And I fear that we have, and this is the reason that I have called you here, is I fear that knowledge has fallen into the wrong hands, that the Shadow King himself is working to create a new realm, a new god, a new something, a new epoch of time, certainly, where he can control all the power that this realm possesses, that the gods themselves possess, that Vortor possesses. As the original Icostheon, as the original 20 left us, their power had to go somewhere. And it was chosen by the Vortorum that it would go into a new creation, what is known as Vortor. That if we could maintain the direction of, at least this was the thought of the Vortorian Empire at the time, and the first emperor, to keep the faith of the people in the powers of Argilia itself through the power of a new deity. As the old ones retired, a new one would come to light and maintain the balance, maintain the interchange of the faithful and those they put their faith in. There is much power in all of us. And we ultimately have the final control over what we put our faith in. And if that faith was ever to be misguided or misused, then it could spell certain doom for Argilia in general. So why do I tell you all of this?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, what the fuck?
You're all you don't have the fork.
You're all doomed. Well, I'm telling you this because I have the fork. You see, Orrin? And so it seems as though our greatest fears are coming to light. That the Shadow King has found a way to harness the power of the old gods, of the 5 pillars, and use them to his own ends, or at least that seems to be his aim. He would need a great amount of power to do that. If he has truly bound himself to each of the 20 regions that was the source of power for each of the 20 gods, the pillars themselves, the physical pillars that exist throughout the lands of Inara, of Argilia, would stand as barriers for him. But if they were to come under his sway, or those of his ilk and in his service, then who knows what they could do. Part of my order's job is to make sure that the pillars stay safe, that knowledge of them does not go missing, that there is not and there are many of us who strive to protect the locations and the names and the places. None of us know all of them, because that's the best way we have to keep them safe. We were charged, the Order of the Divided Sky here in Ceralan was charged with keeping the one on this continent safe. And so we have found ways to do that over time, and the Fenorans, those are my order on the Inaran continent. They know where that one is. There is one on the Vortorian Empire, on the main continent. It's the strongest and the biggest of them all. But we don't know what became of it since the Vortorian Empire was put in charge of that, and our order doesn't have an insight on that. The third one, fourth one, lies to the south in the Great Sea, somewhere in Marina, or possibly Tassima, but somewhere in the southeast. And the last lies in the heart of the northern continents, Kindarahan and Uktun and Vela, I believe are those three. I believe that is why the Shadow King has his presence all throughout the land. He's looking for a way to harness the power of the pillars and to keep them at bay. We can only gather our forces and unite against this darkness. And that's why I've called you here, is to help us gain a foothold back on this continent before the worst comes to pass and the pillar is taken.
It's not taken yet.
I don't believe so, no. I think we would know if the Shadow King had the power of
the Ceralan pillar.
You're speaking of these pillars, which were like, up until moments ago, simply like metaphorical concepts to the like architecture of the beliefs of Vortor, as if they are actual objects in the physical world.
That's correct, Julius. That is the great knowledge that we keep as the Order of the Divided Sky. We fight to prevent this great undoing of all things. If the pillars fall and are under the control of one entity, it would be as if you would harness the power of 20 gods and be able to literally reform the world in any way you saw fit.
Vortor
is...
Praise him.
Yes, praise him.
Praise him.
Vortor is a means to an end. He is a representative of the force of all the power in the world, but is not a fully realized deity.
So whereas the pillars are physical parts of the physical world that I thought were concepts, Vortor, who I thought was a physical part of the world, turns out to be a concept.
Yeah, that's news.
Yeah.
And now you see where the divided sky
But why keep it secret?
So then the wrong people don't get their hands on it.
Exactly.
But why did they want to keep it secret when they made Vortor? Why did Malkay hide all that stuff?
That is a very good question, Orrin. We don't know exactly. We weren't at the meeting of Malkay. I wasn't. And no one, I believe, alive was. The dissenters of Malkay had their suspicions that concentrating the faith into one deity, into Vortor, could potentially be dangerous. Could be the very same thing that the Shadow King aims to gain for himself. And that is why we watch. And now it seems that there is another who is vying for that power. Vortor is a new deity that is derived from the power of the faithful, of all of us. If we all if the old sacrificed themselves to create Vortor, there would be elements of all of them within Vortor himself that could be used for good, could be used for ill. There's always a bit of a roll of the dice. We don't know exactly how it will pan out, but I think that the power being divested amongst the 5 physical pillars to create these pillars, the gods literally sacrificed themselves into the pillars. Their powers became solid and became reality. They protect us from re-entry of deities that would, including Vortor himself. The other gods cannot materialize. Vortor, in whatever form he would take, cannot physically inhabit this world without the power of the 5 pillars. It has been argued that if the Vortorian Empire were to control the Church if the Church of Vortor would control these 5 pillars, Vortor himself could be brought forth into the world, for ill or for good.
For good?
Presumably, yes. But the Order of the Divided Sky, the elves, and several other contingents that were present at the meeting of Malkay decided that each of the pillars should be kept separate from the other, that they should never be under one control, in order to protect the realm of Argilia in its entirety. That the gods needed to influence us from outside and not from within. That it was asking for too much of any one deity, one person, one entity to control that much in our own realm.
So, what do we have to do?
I think we need to stop the Shadow King from, well, certainly wreaking more havoc and destroying whatever lay in his path. Whatever his machinations are, I can't imagine they have our best interests in mind. Finding out more about the Shadow King would be helpful. We don't know at this point, if we destroy him in one place, does he become more powerful in the others? Does he work against us? Does he...
We've just...
I understand you've destroyed him in one version in Inara, yes?
I didn't say that. No, I did. I did.
No, they know about those
It seems we fought him back enough that he does not have presence in Inara, at least anymore.
Oh yeah, the forest was coming back to life a little bit there.
Yes, and I think that is
whether we destroyed part of him or whether it just receded, we're not sure.
right.
But
Well, where it may be like if we cut off one head of the beast, that another might grow back, or the others gain more power. Maybe he'll show himself elsewhere. It seems that he's set his sights on this continent at the present time.
Wasn't he also doing something in Finora?
believe they're
Quite possibly.
I believe they had presence there, but not as, I think, potent
Well,
as
yeah.
best as I can find, that the Shadow King can only concentrate in one of his entities, one of his fragments at a time. That may change with time if he gains more power, but
So he's going for your pillar.
I believe so. I think he's searching for it.
Here in the city?
No.
No.
Well, we know when we got here, right? Wasn't it said somewhere that the Silver Peaks were?
The Silver Peak Mountain.
I thought they were amassing an army to march on this city.
From the Silver Peak Mountains.
Yes, they are coming from the Silver Peak Mountains towards us here in Moonstone, which is a little further towards the coast.
I don't think there's been anything yet to tell us,
Okay.
to tell Julius that it might be there.
Okay.
Well, if he's looking for it and he's coming here,
True.
it doesn't take a genius level intellect to be like, is it here?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it also
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to what we would know.
He's coming for the order, is because, as I've said before, between all of us,
Oh.
They know.
you can determine where they are, where the pillars are, but no one has the full picture.
Oh.
So I imagine.
So, instead of a pillar, he's going after the information.
Sure. The sources. Okay. Well, we found. Do you still have the etching pulled up on your computer?
Yes, I do. Yes.
I will share that with my mom if it's relevant.
Okay.
The Garden Grove.
There's 4.
There was 4 that I was
Moonlit,
able.
The shadow. She says, "This was on the
Tomb.
the temple, the tomb of the
Of
Audrey
Audrey
Windwalker.
Windwalker, the member of the Vortorum.
Yes, one of the original 5 Vortorum.
Maybe they are riddles as to locations.
Seek the moonlit grove where the shadows dance.
We thought that was here,
Decipher
maybe.
the riddle of the celestial keys.
No idea.
The enigma of the forgotten runes etched in starlight. In the cryptic depths, destinies entwine.
Oh.
Secrets dormant.
Was that one Crypt?
Cryptic depths.
And await
What'd you
those
have?
who dare to unveil the whispers hidden in the winds of time. That sounds like 5.
That does
There
sound
are-
like
there are
5
5.
after I hear
There are
it not drunk.
Okay, yeah, I missed the cryptic depths. I thought it was just adding like some color to one of the
no,
previous
yeah.
ones.
That
In
sounds
the
like
cryptic
ocean.
depths
That sounds
where
like
That
ocean.
destinies
sounds like
entwine.
the ocean.
Well,
Await
above the
those
table.
who dare to unveil the whispers hidden in the winds of time.
Above the table.
Above the table.
Sure.
If the Garden Grove can't be here, if the time one's here, then the Moonlit
Whispers.
Grove would be someplace else
True.
potentially. Okay, back to the table.
Yes. Great. Sorry, I was just rereading. I was like, God damn, that's good. I like it. No, I'm just kidding.
Good job, Ben.
Yay me. And
You should join the Bards Guild.
Yeah, man.
15 gold they pay you at a bar every
There's only
night.
12.
what,
Next time you tell the story, it'll be like, I got 17 gold for singing.
Dude, I made 150 gold
25
once.
gold. I'm not giving you 20, 30 gold.
Ben, I don't know what you're doing, but the Moon Dragon,
The Moon Dragon.
Yeah.
They pay really well.
really
I
well,
mean,
ridiculously well.
Top
yeah,
notch.
for like a Tuesday night. It was
Yeah.
like, it was really, really
Read your
good.
poems; they'll go great. I
Yeah,
promise.
I'll just slam poetry,
Yeah.
baby.
Slam Poetry Wednesdays.
So do we go there, or are we waiting for him to come here? Or
Go where?
Where? Where? Never mind.
And you hear off in the distance,
Guess that answers our question. I think.
like, and you see coming out down. You guys run to like the nearest outpost. She says, "I think we may have an answer to that." And yes, question.
This isn't like some game or some ritual.
It's Burning Man, baby.
No.
Part 2.
It's nothing like, and I'll just describe all of the BS.
While we're running.
Is this real?
Yes, I believe this is
Okay.
I believe this is the call to battle, and so you guys come. She runs up to like the nearest wall where there's a big parapet. You can look over the wall, and you see coming out of the forest line, like out from the bottom
Horizon.
of the mountains, you see a host of shadowy creatures and some like humanoid folks, but like with those crazy black veins that
Sure.
were all through there. That the Ewok village guys had.
Oh, man.
Afterwards, like
We're gonna
shadow
murder a bunch of
thralls.
people.
Flaming chunks of Vortor!
And at the head of the army, you see these giant, well, sort of coming through to the front, the fore of the army. These trees just bend out of the way, and you see
Just like Shadow
lumbering
Titan.
out a familiar looking great horned dragon holding a giant hourglass that is now chained around his neck with these giant chains. His skin like covered in black shadow and swirls of darkness, but it looks like Chronemgaranth in a much different form, darkened and shadowed. Now with blank eyes, he stares ahead at the castle of Moonstone and says, "Surrender now, and we will spare you."